Welcome back, beautiful people, to the House of Moody Vintage podcast. Wonderful time. It's a wonderful season. It kind of feels like, listen, the weather in Bangkok right now, at least in Bangkok and a few other places, a couple of my friends are off to different parts of the country here in Thailand, on an island, maybe up north. North, of course, is always going to be much cooler. But yeah, it feels nice, man. I'm loving this, bro. It's like coastal weather. You know what I'm saying? A little bit of Cali coastal weather going on right now. And as you can already see, if you're watching this on YouTube, I got my Lakers jersey on, representing LA, baby. Always, baby. LA till I die. You know what I'm saying? Lakers, baby. Even though we suck, right? We suck right now. We're not good. We're bad. But we're working on it. we're working on it. It's a refresh. I got my old school. I say old school, like he's been here for years. But LeBron James, when he was 23, he wasn't 6. There's a reason why I don't wear the Lakers number 6. And even though LeBron James statistically, factually is a better player than Eddie Jones, who is my favorite basketball player of all time. Eddie Jones is also, I think, the greatest Laker of all time. No, he's probably the most popular Laker of all time. If you know lifelong Lakers fans, they will tell you. They know Eddie Jones, baby. They know number 6. 6'6", 200 pounds from Temple University. Shooting guard, baby, number 6. He's my favorite player of all time. That's why I would never wear a Lakers number 6 jersey, now with James on the back. Nah, hell no. It's gonna say Jones. It's the other J. Okay, Eddie Jones. Anyways, so I had to rep Los Angeles real quick. You know what I'm saying? Because I got all hyped up because season 2 of Last Chance U basketball is back. For those who don't know, it's a series on Netflix. It's basically like a docu-series kind of thing that follows junior college athletes, for various whatever reasons, and or the athletes who are playing junior college, football or basketball. The original series was based on a football team, American football team. That these were like Division I athletes who, maybe just got in trouble or maybe got injured and they're trying to work their way back. Some of them, for whatever reason, there's always some off-court reason. Academically, they might struggle or whatever. So they go to junior college, right? To go back and try to, rekindle or sort of kickstart their career back or, try to go get that Division I scholarship to play, at the highest level basketball or football. And that series was so popular, and they made a basketball version of it. And so right now the school that they're following for season 1 and 2, and season 2 just dropped, is East Los Angeles Community College. So it's, just got me all hyped up. It's LA, baby. You know what I'm saying? So I had to put my Lakers jersey on. Okay, and also it's been a while. I don't really get to wear my Lakers jersey. I think I should wear this more often, but I don't know. It's because we've been struggling for a while, so. I'm in the motions right now, bro. I'm in the motions. Anyways, great. That was I didn't think I was gonna open this up with Last Chance U basketball, and shout out to the Lakers because we're sucking hard right now. With that said, that's a positive start. I hope you guys are having a great week. Usually just around this time, it's sort of like midweek, almost midweek. Tomorrow's hump day, right, as usual, because I'm recording this on a Tuesday. Tuesday night, of course, you know what night it is. It's semifinals night, World Cup. So by the time you're hearing this, well, it'll definitely be out. This episode will definitely be out before the match, which is, of course, between Croatia and Argentina, which takes place, well, over here in Thailand, on our time zone. In our time zone, it's at 2 a.m. So I don't know if I'm gonna be up for this. Simply because I know it's gonna be a boring ass game. It's gonna go to extra time. It's gonna go to shootouts because that's how Croatia likes to play. Fucking annoying. I want to see Argentina lose because ¿por qué? Uh, because I don't want them to like, pero like I don't want them to go to the finals. Okay, that's why. So next time you ask me like por qué, well that's why. But I don't want them to win, to go to the finals again. If they do go to the finals, and Croatia's gonna be very very difficult to beat. I don't want them to fucking win. I'm a Brazil fan. I'm a Brazil fan. We went out. I know it was tough. It was rough. It was. We didn't have that killer instinct, that former. And it's been over 2 decades since we last won the fucking trophy. Damn, it was a tough loss. It was a hard loss. I don't want to talk about sports right now because my teams are sucking hard right now, okay? Except for the 49ers. Let's go, baby. Let's go. San Francisco 49ers, of course, I'm a long life. Why do I say long life? Maybe I want a long life. Maybe I will live a long life. But lifelong 49ers fan, so it's just, and we got the rookie as our quarterback, Purdy doing Purdy things, excited about what he's showing up. That's all I gotta say about that. In the quarterback position, because both of our fucking quarterbacks are injured. And we have the number 1 defense in the league. So we got the number 1 defense in the league. I never thought I would ever be able to say that as a 49ers fan, because it's been a very long time where we've dominated like that since the 90s. So, that's why it's it's nice. It's nice. So apart from, UCLA Bruins had a great season. My 49ers are having a great fucking season, so excited about that. Basketball teams, not so much. We're not going to go there. And Manchester United, having a rough time. We might end up getting that top 4. That top 4 is very much a possibility, which is crazy. Well, maybe not. I mean, it's a possibility. And, Eric Ten Hag, thank you for that. Cristiano Ronaldo is, of course, no longer with the club. I'm not going to get into that because it's been talked about to death. That's a GOAT. He's a GOAT to me. He's a United GOAT. He's a football GOAT. And I would always choose him over Messi anytime. I just, it's Cristiano Ronaldo. That doesn't diminish what Messi has done in his career. Obviously not. But I truly feel that someone like Ronaldo and Messi, I don't think either of them. I honestly don't think Messi will win this World Cup. I don't. I know it's like, everyone wants to root for them because it's it's a Lionel Messi, Argentina fans and all that stuff. People who are not Argentinian, who are not from Argentina, you are not. Let me tell you right now, okay? I don't care. You want to cancel me? I don't care. You are not an Argentina fan, okay? You're a pinche Messi fan. All right. Mira, I don't know why my Chicana's coming out again, but like, let me tell you, you better watch yourself, okay? You are not an Argentina fan. You are a Messi fan. You maybe Di Maria, but that's it. But like, I know for a fact that none of you know where the other players in the starting 11. You don't know where they play. You don't know what other club they play in Europe, in South America. You don't know. You're just a Messi fan, and you like the football kit. No, you like the color of the shirt. That's it, because it looks pretty, or something like that. That's right. I called you out, bitches. Okay, you know nothing. All right, puta. Anyway, so I'm sorry. I have like multiple personalities. Just comes out of nowhere. So about that, I honestly don't know. I don't think they're gonna win. Ronaldo left the damn pitch crying, and I think Messi will do the same. These are two greats who just won't. They won't be. Messi won't be Maradona, who actually won the World Cup. And even though R7 Cristiano is not Brazilian, but he won't do the Pele. Pele, of course, we all know he's a legend, and he's hopefully he's in good health. He had a little hiccup recently during the World Cup. Of course, it's just sad that Brazil got knocked out. They just didn't have the killer instinct, and that was a talented ass squad, man. They just didn't have that killer instinct. I'm just disappointed about that. Anyways, enough about the goddamn World Cup. Anyways, let's move on, people. Let's move on. A few things I want to talk about right now. One thing that popped up just literally right before I started recording this episode, and I really want to talk about it because it's going to lead to something else. It's going to lead to something else, man. Um, and of course, there's a couple other things. Another thing that I'm sort of bouncing off on another podcast, a topic on another podcast that I was watching / listening to, Shannon Boodram's Lovers and Friends podcast with Jessie Reyes, which I thought it was fantastic. I mean, first of all, what a fantastic artist, right? She's, you cannot not like her music, you don't need to love it, but come on, the girl's talented as fuck. And so I want to just touch on that really quick, right off the bat, because I think that's sort of more in the order, the list of things that I wanted to discuss, and it was already on the, on my show notes before I added the other two that pretty much came like last minute kind of things. But so, Jessie Reyes was on this podcast and Shannon Boodram's podcast, and she was upfront, man, and just honest and raw and honest. And she's just a raw artist as a human being. And it's really cool to basically the episode, the title of the episode was I was the villain, or I'm the villain of the relationship, or something like that. Something along those lines. I forgot exactly. We'll get into that. Okay, well, that's not that important. The actual content of the episode was important. But yeah, so that was along those lines. It was like, I'm the villain of the relationship. And anyways, so it was showing it from one perspective. And for those who don't know, it was basically Jessie was talking about a past relationship that she was just the quote unquote bad guy in the relationship, because she was projecting a lot of her past relationships onto her recent ex-boyfriend. And yeah, so that was the whole discussion about it. And, and they were talking about how that's very rare, for a woman to be like, just straight up own up, like right after the relationship. Usually, women, it's usually on the other side, right? And it's mainly because the causes we know, because they go through a lot of shit relationships, a lot of shitty ass guys, and they sort of absorb all that and they become that character, and then they take on those characteristics and then they project it. So, and I've been in that situation with women like that who have projected their, past traumas and past relationships. And okay, so what I want to say is I'm trying to sort of bounce off of that and saying that that goes both ways. This isn't about like women are bad too or terrible too. It's not even about like fucking pointing fingers, or you know what I mean? Like, yes, you can reflect. You don't need to like say that. You don't need to. I mean, you can say that this is my fault and then move on. Like legit, like genuinely learn from it. Reflect on it. Make amends, right? Or how you even want to rectify the situation, and then you move on. And people do that. And Jessie is one of those human beings, She was just saying that, and the whole conversation was about that. That's rare that a woman is able to do that, because usually, it seems like it's a one-way traffic, but it's not. And I say it because I've been in that type of relationship where, my then ex was doing those kind of things to me, where she was, a lot of it, I might have said something in passing that would trigger the other individual. And then, an argument would ensue, and then just go on and go on. It just became this weird, toxic relationship kind of situation. And that was more often than not, unfortunately. I hate to say that, but I don't know, that's like a whole different topic, why I attract that type of attention, or I'm attracted. I don't think I'm attracted to toxic women when it comes to relationships, because I can tell you straight up, there's not a single toxic individual in my life, and just straight up, not a single one. So when it comes to relationships, it's like it's kind of, my friends will tell you, they're taken aback by it, because they're like, what the fuck? How do you find these girls? What is wrong with you? I don't know. I'm a boring guy. I'm hella boring. I know you guys see me doing this podcast or on the video, or you see me on IG. I'm dancing. I'm being a dumbass. I'm being foolish. I'm making jokes, trying to make people laugh and smile and shit like that. Yeah, but ultimately, especially now at my age, I'm boring as fuck. maybe that's why I'm attracted to toxic chicks, man, because they put a little spice in my life. You know? No, I know what you're saying. Oh, well, you brown. What the fuck you talking about? You spice in your life. You can handle spice. Now, hey, listen. Old age is a thing, okay? I can't handle the spice like I used to, goddammit. And I'm talking about food, not just women. But, I mean, okay, I like not aggressive women, like, you know, I like independent, strong, feisty ass women, bro. I've been surrounded by that my whole life, and that's probably why. Okay, that's probably why. All right, you know what I mean? Like just being an only child and like tagging along where mom goes, and you know, surrounded by my aunts and you know cousins and friends who are all female, but they, you know, I mean, I'm not saying that all of them are like that. You know, some individuals in my life are very sweet and very, you know, down to earth, very relaxed, calm, cool, collected, you know, like how I am. But, you know, I always end up with the other majority of females in my life who are out there. And, I don't know, I just really admire that. You know what I mean? But, not to stray too far from my original, point here. But yes, so I've been in that relationship, in that type of relationship, but like I said, it's a two-way thing because I'm also at fault. You know, I made mistakes as well. I'm not fucking perfect. No, absolutely not. I would never claim to be that. And I've had to learn the hard way as well, you know, when it comes to relationships and when it comes to those, especially toxic relationships, because, just like I mentioned, you know, by nature, I'm a very cool, calm, collected individual. You know what I mean? And so I don't like confrontation. So when there is a confrontation, shit just pops off. You know what I mean? Like not physically, obviously. Even though I have been in that situation where I was on the receiving end, we're not going to get into that, but I was also enabling that type of behavior. You know what I mean? And I think after all those years of experience or those relationships and stuff like that, I've sort of like, well, I just stuttered like crazy right there. I just got a flashback for a second. My apologies. You know, I just know better. You know, like the flags go up pretty quick, so I can just be like, oh, okay, I see that. Bye. You know, yeah, and these type of things you want to learn, you wish you learned in your 20s, but that's not a possibility. It's not a possibility. I'm telling you this right now. You know, to come out of it unscathed, it's not. It's not. Especially if you're going through a lot of different types of relationships, different type of people and human beings. That's what happens, right? It's a learning experience. The whole thing's a learning experience. So I just wanted to, just to really touch on that, you know, that you can also be part of the problem if you're enabling that behavior. And I've been called out on it several times by my close friends. And thank God. Thank God I'm able to take constructive criticism, or I'm able to take, you know, my friends, especially my female friends, because they're so heavily invested in my relationships. So, you know, they'll call me out. They'll call me out on my bullshit. Like, you shouldn't have done that. You should have done this. You should apologize. You know, and I'm like, you know, you're right. You're fucking right. I gotta do this. So now, and I was, you know, when you enable that shit, you're part of the problem. You're not part of the solution. I get it. For some people, it's like, it's easier said than done, but you know, you get out of it. And hopefully as you get older and you get more experience, you get to that point where, you know, you don't need to second guess shit. You just see those yellow flags and then you see the orange ones and then the red ones and you get the fuck out. You know what I mean? So I'm thankful for that. But yeah, so that's just wanted to, you know, touch on that real quick. But another thing I want to talk about, which was another one just popped up right before I jumped on the podcast, is this is a new video out. Okay, it's a promotional. It's for an Indian film. I say Indian. I hate using the term Bollywood, but you guys know what I'm talking about. It's a Shah Rukh Khan film. I think the movie's called Pathan. Okay, there's a whole history behind the Pathan thing in North India, Pakistan. Anyways, I'm not getting into that. But the movie's called Pathan, right? And so there was a promotional. I don't think it's the full song, but you know when new movies are about to come out, they start doing the marketing and stuff like that. And I guess this is not the title song, but this is like the song that they're leading with, the spearheading this single in the movie. It's called Besharam Rang. Now, Rang, for those who don't know, Rang means color, okay, like color. And Besharam is basically like shameless bastard. I'm a Besharam, yeah? Sometimes Batamiz. Ladies love it like that, but a Besharam that I am. So Besharam Rang, and my friend Natasha just like quickly just threw the link at me, and I think it just came out. I didn't really know about it. And Shah Rukh is in it. Deepika Padukone is in it. I don't know who's in the cast. I'm not even gonna look at it right now because I'm just turned off by Indian movies nowadays because they're just shit. However, Hindi series on Netflix or Amazon or whatever, their streaming shit is off the hook. Whether it's a film or a television series, way, way, way better. And that's, of course, thanks to it feels like the golden era of television right now. So thanks to that, right? So if you ever, needed recommendations to watch an Indian movie or a TV series, whatever, I would give you a list of just things that you can stream, like on Netflix, Amazon Prime, whatever. Way superior than what you may see in theaters. And in theaters, it's like once in a while you see a good Indian film. Anyways, I don't know if this is a good thing. This is because the video itself, the way way they portrayed it was very sexy. It was very sexy. It wasn't objectifying, but just it was fucking sensual. It was sexy as fuck. And I don't know too much the story behind it, but my friend Natasha was saying that there's a lot of I don't know, I guess backlash, some kind of moral police bullshit, whatever. I don't know. I didn't see anything wrong with it at all. Deepika Padukone in this just this video, right? I don't know if she's actually in the cast. Maybe I should just look that up rather than just fucking talking about it. Because I want to get some context in here as well. Okay, she is in it. And so is John Abraham. Okay. Directed by Siddharth Anand. He actually wrote it, and okay. So it seems like an action thriller, which I get. It's very I guess it's very similar to, okay, the trailer is out. I'm not gonna obviously check the trailer right now, but it comes out on January 25th. I didn't hear shit about this. God damn. What are they trying to do? It's gonna be an IMAX. Ooh. It's a Yash Raj film, so hello for those of you who are familiar with Indian films, Yash Raj. Salman Khan is in it. Get the hell out. Why are they? They're not talking about this movie at all, are they? You only if you go to IMDb, like the cast is just Shah Rukh Khan, Deepika Padukone, John Abraham. Those three are actually on the movie poster, but Salman Khan's in this for some reason. I don't understand how or why. Maybe that's some kind of, I don't know. Maybe they haven't updated it yet, or they were literally started marketing it today. That's probably why. Anyways, this, I don't see anything wrong with it. I just think it's hot, and it's done. The song's not that bad. I actually like the song, and it goes very well with the aesthetics and the choreography and everything and all that stuff. So, so continuing our entertainment segment of our media, movies, entertainment section of the podcast. I mean, I hope this entire podcast is entertaining because I'll be talking mad shit. Season 2, like I said at the top of the episode, Last Chance U, basketball season 2 is back. I love it. And it's a lot of that. You still see a lot of that generational gap between the head coach, who I personally love, because those are the coaches that I grew up with. Those hard-nosed fucking, yo, you better do shit my way. You better work your ass. You better bust your ass, or we gonna win shit. Sorry, I screamed there for a second. I apologize, getting excited right there. This ain't that. This ain't that, yo, get a pat on the back because you ended it second, or you get a participation award. The fuck out of here with that weak sauce. Kidding me? Anyways, I love Coach. What's his name? Oh my God, I forgot his name. It's his initials are RR. I know that. Right? Oh my God, Coach. Oh man, see, I'm gonna have to do full sprints now. I'm gonna have to do full court sprints. Oh shit. Last Chance U. Oh, this is very unprofessional. I apologize. People, basketball, coach. Come on now. John Mosley. Why did I say RR? Oh, I was thinking one of the players. My bad. Damn. I just literally saw the first 2 episodes. Anyways, Coach Mosley. All right. He's a hard-nosed, fucking old school, like, let's get to work. You know what I mean? You need to get the fuck up out of here. This is junior college. You need to get a D1. I'm going to get you there, but you got to do what I say. You got to hustle, old school. I just love it. It's just the old way of not necessarily strategizing or running certain plays or things like that, but I'm talking about the mentality of an athlete, mentality of how you should coach an athlete. Excuse me. It's some of them need to learn the hard way. Some of them get it, and some of them are try to they have their own struggles. Every athlete's got their own struggles, and they're trying to get out of it. Of the circumstances and into better circumstances. And, when you have a coach like that who's hard on you, he's hard on you because he fucking believes in you. And, he's trying to get you there where you need to be. So it's increasingly important, especially nowadays when it comes to sports, because nowadays you see these athletes, man, you see these high school kids. Oh my God, what the fuck? Something happened, man. I thought, when I was playing high school ball, I thought, the athletes around me were dope as fuck. But, man, they do not hold a candle. I'm sorry. It's just different gen, bro. Like, you guys, if you're a football fan or, or just watching the World Cup, I mean, you probably know who Cristiano Ronaldo is, right? Now, someone like that who is, incredibly fit, physically, there's probably no one like him right now at the moment, right? There's probably no one like him right now at the moment. And the thing is, what you're going to see next is that next stage of the evolution, right? You're going to see a lot more athletes like him, right? I mean, they may not be because Cristiano Ronaldo, of course, he's a fucking machine, right? It's the work hard. It's also the talent as well. You have to have a certain level of talent, of course. It's not just the talent. You have to have both. It can't be just one or the other, Yes, you can work hard and all that stuff, but that can only get you to a certain level. Yes, you can have the most talent in the world, but that can get you only to a certain extent. If you have the combination of both, and you have leaders like, coaches and managers and assistant coaches or whatever, trainers, to get you to the next level, you need all of that, right? It's just a special ingredient. And, and like, look at Erling Haaland, Erling Haaland's striker for Manchester City. Let's say that just coming out of my mouth. It sounds gross. He's unstoppable as a fucking striker. He's gonna score fucking goals. He's a different type of athlete, and you're gonna see a lot more like that because we're already seeing that in basketball, right? These high school players are fucking insane. So the level of a competition, the level of athleticism is just insane now. It's ridiculous, and this is just continued evolution. You're just going to keep continuing seeing this. We're going to see the next level. There's probably going to be a dry spell, and then come back, and next there's another batch of incredibly gifted athletes. So we're just we're seeing a lot of that now. Compared to when I was playing basketball, late 90s, early 2000s, you know what I'm saying? I couldn't even imagine to see someone like, that's basically around the time where LeBron went to the NBA, and I was there, when it was all the hype of LeBron, and now he's old as fuck and he's still playing. So, players' longevity is also expanding. Of course, there's outliers, and that's what's different from the rest of the crew of the squad. But yeah, it's the level's insane. That's why when I see shows like this. Last Chance U, it is incredibly hard, man. It's not just about talent. It's not just about hard work. You got to have it all. You got to have all of that together. The leadership, the teamwork, all that stuff. And, and this is junior college, man. You see the drama because it's basically usually off-court, off-field type of drama that makes these docuseries just amazing. And I think it's I think it's a beautiful thing, because you really get to see what a lot of these kids go through and the opportunities they have or the opportunities that they don't have. And these sports sort of save their lives. These sports save their fucking lives, man. And this isn't just not in the United States. It's everywhere. It's around the world. That's why football is such a huge, number one sport in the world. When I say football, of course, I'm talking about soccer. But on this side of the world, we call it football, okay? Football, Brazilians, they call it football. That's why it's the number one sport in the world, because it's easy to play, man. And it's not expensive. And it's a beautiful fucking game. It's a beautiful game. That's why, when the World Cup comes around, there's so much buzz around it because of that. Regardless of the politics and the political bullshit happening in the background of the organizations and the countries, and that's unfortunate. But just nature of the whole situation, unfortunately. But yeah, that's why. So it's easy to play. It's not that hard to learn. And it's definitely not expensive. Kids in favelas in Brazil are playing with their bare feet. With like these makeshift balls. They're not even regulation size, so they play this throughout their entire lives. That's why they're so goddamn good at it. That's why they are the essence of playing the beautiful game. And so these sports are so fucking important to kids. If I ever have kids, and I do eventually want to settle down and have children of my own, but I would push them to sports. You don't have to be a fucking 5-star athlete and get drafted or what I mean. I'm just like, I think sports is such a fucking important element in a child's development, because I went through it. And when my father was younger, he played football too. So it's and it's not just about whole in our DNA and our blood or whatever, but for the developmental phase, learning leadership, learning resilience, learning to work well with each other, to respect each other, to push each other, to encourage each other. All of that is through sports. Unless, of course, you're playing non-team sports like golf or tennis. I mean, I know there's doubles and, you team up, during certain competitions in golf, but, ultimately is a singular sort of competition. But even then, maybe not teamwork-wise, but, there's a lot of life lessons, humility and stuff like that when it comes to playing sports. So I encourage all of you out there, all my friends, and I know some of my very close friends, they've already got their kids doing, they're playing baseball and soccer and football and all that stuff. So good on them, and which is not a surprise because we all come from that generation. But but yeah, it's just really, really good to see that. So that's my recommendation of the week. If you really want to see it, for those of you who like F1, Formula Drive to Survive, I think you will love these. It's sort of not necessarily in that fabric, because you get to really see the more rooted type of sports and athleticism, because F1 is F1. It's a crazy expensive sport, and there's drama and all that stuff behind it. I get that. Of course, that's entertaining. I love F1. I've been watching F1 since Michael Schumacher, right? So when he was dominating, and he's my favorite driver. But yeah, I recommend this. I honestly just check it out. Check out, if not the American football one, check out the one that I'm watching right now, which is basketball. Last Chance U. It's called Last Chance U. It's on Netflix. Season 2 just dropped. So, check it out. I highly recommend it. What I don't recommend is the movie Amsterdam. I'm just going to really rush past this, okay? It's David O. Russell film. Obviously, Christian Bale is going to be in the project. John David Washington. I love John David Washington. I think he's a great actor, but anyways, I'm not going to get too into this. Margot Robbie, of course. The stunning Margot Robbie. Fantastic. Anya Taylor-Joy's in it, of course. Chris Rock plays a smaller role compared to the others. Michael Shannon's in it, and of course, Mike Myers, Timothy Olyphant, Rami Malek, Zoe Saldana, Robert De Niro. I mean, the cast is amazing. The movie, not so much. I don't know what it's about. I know what it's about. It's supposed to be sort of whodunit kind of genre film. There was kind of comedy in it or something. I don't know what the movie was trying to accomplish, really. I don't know what David O. Russell was trying to do with this film, to be honest with you, because he wrote and directed it. There's supposed to be suspense in it. little elements of thriller, a thriller type of film, because it still is a mystery, a murder mystery kind of thing, a whodunit kind of thing, but it just didn't build up, and I just thought it sort of dragged. There was nothing spectacular about it. There was nothing, I don't know, exceptional. I don't know. It was just real life events that was just put into this, taken into this. My throat's getting dry. I've been talking long enough. About to wrap it up. Don't worry. It just takes us to this weird. The pace was weird. The writing, I don't know, man. I don't know what he was trying to do with this movie. I really don't. I can see why Amsterdam got such low ratings, straight up. So it just dropped on Disney Plus, Hotstar, Disney Plus, whatever. So I was like, all right, I'll just watch it because I have been wanting to watch it, and obviously a lot of my favorite actors are in it, so why not? But yeah, it was one of those films like skippable. I just finished it because I wanted to finish it. It wasn't terrible, but it's not a movie I would recommend. I say skip this one. And with that negative note, I'm just gonna skip up out of here. That's gonna do it up for me. Wow, do it up. No, doing it down, winding it down. That'll do it here for this episode. It's episode 41, of course, of the House of Moody Vintage podcast. Thank you for listening and following, if you are following and listening, or on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, and of course on YouTube as well. And still getting great feedback. Every time I share a clip or something on Instagram. So. Thank you so much, guys. Really, another therapeutic session, session number 41 on the House of Moody Vintage podcast. Until then, until next week, y'all take care of yourselves, treat yourselves as usual, and I haven't said this in a while, but peace, positivity, and love. All right, my day ones know what my day ones. You know what that's about. Okay, peace, positivity, and love. I'm out this piece. Peace.